So we are officially heading to our flight. It is boarding, and you might be wondering where we're going. We're going to Taiwan. We are so excited. It is our second time there. First time properly filming, I would say. And we were just so glad that everything went so smoothly today. Our last experience in the Manila airport was a domestic flight and it was pretty chaotic, but flying international, smooth, beginning to end. Till we were at the lounge, I think it was like half hour. So we were super grateful for that. We got to hang out and relax for a long time. And now we're going on a flight. So see you in Taiwan.
We made it to Kaohsiung, Taiwan. For being one of the biggest cities here in Taiwan, this airport is quite small. Like, I was pretty surprised at how quickly we got from the plane all the way to collecting our bag through customs and getting our currency exchange all within, I think, half an hour.
Less than, I would say. By the time I had gotten my stamp, I went to the luggage carousel. My bag was already there, our luggage, and I had pulled it off the carousel before John was even done. So he was like, how do you already have the bag? We didn't have to wait at all, just got some cash, and now we're off to the subway. Easy peasy.
Yeah, which is right here in the airport.
So first time trying an eSIM. Hope this works out. It's looking pretty good. Just gonna press continue. That was way too easy. So I'm a fan of eSIMs now. We can leave a link in the description of what type of eSIM we used. It's not, this video is not sponsored or anything, but yeah, we're in business. Let's go. You know you're in Taiwan when. Look at all this cute stuff. Just keychains, toys, headphones, just a vending machine.
And here is the subway map. So we're way down there. We're headed right here. So it shouldn't be too long of a ride.
We can tap like in Thailand in certain lines, so we're gonna try that. Save our cash for the food markets and like local food spots.
That is so exciting.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh. So we have arrived in Kaohsiung in our Airbnb, and I am like emotional right now. This is so sweet. This is the room. Very follower. It smells so lovely. Our host's mom actually picked us up at the MRT, which is like not even a minute, like 30 seconds from the spot. Super secure, tons of keys to get in. But, are you ready? Hands us milk teas.
Oh my goodness.
Are we in Taiwan or are we in Taiwan? Hands us milk teas, one each. There's fruits here, wafer rolls, cookies, all for us. They're so sweet. And this place has a fridge, has a microwave, a washing machine. We're gonna use that. But yeah, TV, air conditioning. It's so clean.
These cute little notes all over with the map of the train, Wi-Fi password.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and this is really cute.
I'm so grateful right now, like for having traveled only like an hour and a half. I'm not tired at all, but I'm like, after a long travel day, could you imagine coming here and just having all these little treats waiting for you? And it smells so clean and nice. Look at this white bed. I'm very much into white beds. I try not to book places that don't have white beds. It's a thing. But yeah, everything, like a little desk, a mirror, fan, just little thoughtful little things.
Oh my gosh.
Yay!
We are so excited.
We're so happy to be here, and now we're gonna get on Google and see what we can find to eat.
After these bubble teas.
After these bubble teas. The way to my heart is through bubble tea. Not too sweet, delicate black milk tea flavor. Tapioca's chewy, perfect, and given to us with love. That's all that matters.
What'd you find?
Beef noodle soup. So I looked up what's good in the area. This place was rated 5-star by like 569 people or something crazy like that. And it's beef noodle soup when in Taiwan. That's the quintessential thing to eat. So we just ordered smalls. We're not super hungry and we still have that bubble tea to finish back home. But we thought, why not start off with a beef noodle soup?
You order on the street side. It just looks like a little takeout place, but then next door they've got this little restaurant seating area here.
And I made sure when I looked up the restaurant to take a screenshot of the menu. So right away when I came, there wasn't an English menu, so it must be good. And I just looked. I knew my translations, picked what we wanted, so fingers crossed we didn't order like a baby size, because I did order a small, so we'll see.
2 appetizers.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
We did it. I don't know if there's actual beef in it. It might just be beef broth noodle soup, but it said beef noodle soup on the menu, but the portion's just right. I'm still happy with this. It's like a savory sweet broth, and the noodles actually taste like it's made fresh here. There's some green onions on it, which gives it a little bite, but really lovely. I'm excited to try it with all this pickled cabbage, chili, soy sauce, and all these other things in it. Yay, we're in Taiwan!
It's our first day in Kaohsiung, and we've never been here before, so we're on our way to get some lunch. These are going to be our first impressions. All we really know is Taipei, so...
Yes, I'm so excited. It's been so wonderful. We got in last night, everything was dark, but I'm so excited to see everything in the day.
Right away, first thing I notice is just how quiet it is here. We're staying in what feels like a much quieter area. It's definitely not like the main tourist area, which we prefer, but it looks very spacious, very clean, very wide open, and look at that. That's cool. This is something completely different that I've never witnessed. Look at these really cool banners all the way down the street here. All in Chinese, of course. What we've been used to or accustomed to is they'll have the local language on the signs, but they'll also have some English at the bottom too, so you can always read it. But this place, we're definitely going to need a Google Translate app, and we've been using it actually quite a bit already, and it works really well. But I love that. It makes it feel a bit more real, I guess. Like it's not catered to tourists, and this is truly a local experience here. Wow, look at this. Got some papaya, pineapple, some oranges, dragon fruit. Wow, it all looks so fresh and delicious. We had some grapes today that our Airbnb host left us, and they were so delicious. They were not like the grapes I'm used to back home.
Fruit in Asia is like unmatched.
And of course, we're in the birthplace of bubble tea.
Yes!
So already there's no shortage of bubble tea places along the street. We've seen, I think, 5 already. We're like, what, 5 minutes from home, and
Barely.
I found like 4 bubble tea places I want to go to, 5 restaurants. Everything just looks so good.
This is a little scary. Yeah. But oh man, day 1, and I'm already like, I'm so glad we're here for a longer time this time. Oh, there go the bikes. Because last time we were only here for 10 days and it was only in Taipei.
It was such a tease.
It was such a tease, but this time we are going to 3 different cities and we're here for a month. So super excited to be actually diving into Taiwan a bit more.
It's so fascinating too. We've got just down the street, you'll have a bubble tea place, a restaurant, a little shop, a preschool, and then there will be a little like bike shop, a little garage where they're fixing cars and bikes. And then, wow, all of a sudden, this just opened right up.
Look at the size of this intersection. Are we going that way?
Yeah. Wow. It's huge. Went from this Wow, look at the view. Went from this quiet, quaint little street into this bustling, huge, wide intersection with all this greenery and color.
To be fair, it's still very quiet.
Yeah.
The only loud sounds would be the actual bikes, but it's not from honking, it's not from anything like that. So I really love that too. I mean, it feels a bit smaller than Taipei, but there's parts that feel very Taipei. Like
Yeah.
walking around, it's like these massive sidewalks and these huge buildings and the greenery and like all the cars and bikes and all of that. That's very similar to Taipei. Because in my mind, I thought Kaohsiung was just much smaller, but this is pretty big.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, look how long this crosswalk is that we have to take here.
I wonder how many seconds they give you to do that.
Yeah, let's hope it's not like, yeah, 10-second dash across the street.
I could do it,
Of course.
but I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah. Okay. You can barely see the sign over there. It's just 40 seconds. Look at these trees. Look at, they're all like squiggly black wood. Oh, what's he up to? I remember seeing this a lot last time we were here. I forgot all about that.
Oh, yeah?
I think we figured out what it was for, but I can't remember now. Let me know in the comments. Okay, Linda found this restaurant here. This place is like kind of almost Japanese style. There's just room to sit single file, and it just has this cool like rustic feel to it.
Green tea. I found out the tea here is black tea on tap. I've never experienced that before. It's like sweetened black tea on tap. How exciting, because as soon as I sipped it, I was like, that's not green tea. And we're currently in the process of making friends from Tainan. So they're giving us all these recommendations on places to go in Tainan. Taiwanese people are the best.
Awesome. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Everyone in Taiwan is so friendly. So far we've got our cold black tea, we've got a hot steaming soup, and we're not sure what this is, but it looks really interesting and fun.
I think it's like basil seeds and ayu jelly, possibly, because it smells very lemony, but we'll find out. I'm like overwhelmed at how happy I am right now. Like,
This looks amazing.
This looks amazing, and I love lots of little things within my meal. That's why I love like Japanese food or like Taiwanese food, where there's just different components to the meal. Pork, egg, corn. I believe that's daikon. Some veggie, some tofu or fish cake. That's dessert. Black tea, sweetened black tea, and soup. What else could you want? That is a complete lunch and then some. I've tried every single piece now. The braised pork with the runny egg on it. Savory, salty, so delicious. There's the fish cakes. I love the fish cake. It's one of my favorite parts. Daikon, as daikon is, like sharp, sour with a bite in it. And there's this corn hash thing, which is also delicious. Like every part is so different in its flavor, but works so well together. This is such a good dish. I can't believe this is lunch. This is a heaping portion. Way bigger than our dinner last night, that's for sure. And this was 90 new Taiwanese dollar each. So 180 in total. Wow. It's very good. Delicious. Thank you.
Safe to say that Taiwan has a bit of a motorbike culture here. Look at all these parked bikes, and then bikes on the street. There's bikes parked over there. There's bikes parked over there. There's a whole row of bikes parked here. They're everywhere. I love the different feelings one street to the next. Back there was this humongous, gigantic road with, you know, restaurants and businesses, and here you've got more of a hello. Yeah, something about these side streets, they just feel more local, like a local neighborhood, community vibe going on here.
Yeah, I just feel really content today. Like I just feel really blessed again to be able to travel like this and see these things and share our travels with others as well. I know there's many of you that have reached out and have said, you know, you really enjoy seeing us travel and it gives you tips and things like that on where to go. And not long ago, we were those viewers, you know, watching bloggers on YouTube and dreaming of the day we could travel. And it's still surreal to us that we're actually doing it and there's people reaching out to us and saying thanks for those things. So I don't know, I just feel very grateful today. See, there was no reason for her to stop.
Yeah.
We were so far ahead and we stopped, but then she stopped to let us go. It's just so nice. I feel like I'm gonna go home and just pass out today because taking so much happiness in, and I get overwhelmed when I'm happy, like with emotions. I get very like, oh, this is the best, and yeah, feeling sappy today. Sorry about that. And again, this is just our first impressions of kind of the neighborhood that we're in. We're obviously going to visit more of the, I dare say, touristy stuff, the stuff you may have already seen on YouTube. Of course, we've got to check it out too, since so many people go there. But we also like to do just this type of video and this type of walk of the day-to-day and what full-time travel looks like, where you just explore local areas and neighborhoods around your Airbnb or hotel, because I think that doesn't get seen as much. You kind of just see the highlight reel of, you know, the big spots, the touristy spots, and not so much this type of stuff. Okay, recrossing diagonally. Look at the size of these roads.
So you got this cute little restaurant here, this really pretty house, this gigantic tree over here, and monkeys. We actually came over here for the monkeys, and then we saw this. We gotta go check that out. That's pretty cool. So there is a I Heart Kaohsiung water tower right here in the middle of this park. I don't know if it's actually working or if these are old or what, but there's actual pipes going through into the ground here. I don't know if they're just for show or if this thing is actually still functioning. I love the colors though, this gradient rainbow. There's like a Kaohsiung skyline painted onto the top and bottom of that. As we've been walking around this city today, one thing I've noticed and that I really appreciate is the interest in gardening and keeping your place green and lush. And like, look at that balcony over there, just full of greenery. These are just potted plants just right here by the street. There's some more with really nice decorative pots. Another beautiful artwork.
Something else I've noticed, which I absolutely love, is how much cold tea everybody's drinking. Everyone's got these big jugs of tea that they're just walking around with. Some of them even have like the tea bag in it still. I love teas, if you didn't know. So seeing that, I'm like, oh, I just want a jug of cold tea to have in the fridge, whether it's green tea, black tea, barley tea. I don't discriminate. I like every kind of tea. But yeah, everyone seems to have a big thing of tea, not just water, because you got to stay hydrated, but it's not just plain water, it's tea.
So they say you shouldn't go grocery shopping on an empty stomach. Well, we are pretty much the furthest we could possibly be from being hungry right now after that gigantic lunch. So what better time than to check out what's going on in the 7-Eleven here in Taiwan. So the first thing I saw was the marinated egg pot just boiling over there. That's very unique, but this is the one thing I remember the most from last time we were here, is the amount of tea options. Just like she was mentioning out there, there is just endless amounts of tea flavors here. You got milk teas, barley, green tea, black teas, sweetened, unsweetened. If you like tea, this is the place for you. Even fruit teas. Black lemon tea, oolong tea, passion fruit with jelly, I think. Okay, never mind. Maybe it wasn't a great idea to go in there that full. Nothing looked appetizing.
How cute!
Oh wow. So that brings us to the Kaohsiung Cultural Center. We saw this last night in the complete dark and it was actually lit up really pretty. So we said we'll definitely come back here in the morning and see what this is all about. A lot of green palm trees, park space, and of course the tour buses, so you know this is probably the place to come. What is that? Oh, it's a buffalo.
I can't get over how grand everything is. Everything's so large and spaced out. Felt similarly last time in Taipei, but just look at the amount of space. Let me show you John for scale. Like, this is huge. There's just so much to see and do here and explore, and this isn't even like the spots they tell you to go. This is just our neighborhood, so I'm excited to see the actual venues and stuff that people talk about, because that's going to be a whole other level, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it's so wide open, you get a really great view of all the really cool buildings in the area. Like this condo here. I'm curious, oh, I think this is a school. I see a lot of kids with uniforms running around in here.
How fun these little bus shelters are. We just saw the one with the little pigeons on it. There's one over there with ice cubes melting.
Oh, fun.
Just random. Now I'm curious to see like if there's more like that are themed.
And then right over here is the gate into the cultural center. Another grand entrance. So sticking with the theme of peaceful, gigantic open areas, this place is no exception to the trend. It's big, beautiful park, lots of greenery and beautiful trees. And then this wide open kind of amphitheater here. Looks like it's meant for shows and stuff. There's little seating areas around here. They're setting up something. And then as you get closer, this building that didn't look that very big from way back at the gate, it becomes this gigantic, huge building. So it's apparently an arts and cultural center. I don't know if we can get in or what the story is, but I'm curious. Okay, yeah, there's not much going on up here except for some very cute local dance groups. There's about 3 or 4 of them up here just doing their little rehearsals, and it's really cute to watch.
All right, everybody. That was such a fun first day around our neighborhood. I loved walking around. I loved the food. I loved the people. That just gets me so excited for what's to come. If it gets you excited for what's to come, please do subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.